find all the zeros of this polynomial if you know that two of its zeros are root 2 and minus root 2. First of all, observe this polynomial. In this polynomial, maximum power of x is 4. It means this polynomial has at most 4 zeros, out of which 2 zeros are given root 2 and minus root. Since root 2 is 0 of the polynomial, so x minus root 2 is a factor of the given polynomial. Similarly, minus root 2 is 0 of the polynomial, so x plus root 2 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now we find the product of these two polynomials, which is x square minus 2. It means x square minus 2 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now we divide given polynomial by x square minus 2. When we divide a polynomial by another polynomial, we arrange both polynomials in decreasing power of x. In this polynomial, power of x 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It means given polynomial is written in standard form. Now observe divisor. Here power of x in first term is 2, power of x in second term is 0. It means divisor is also written in standard form. Now to find the first term of the quotient, we divide 2x power 4 by x square. We get 2x square. So 2x square is first term of the quotient. Now we multiply this divisor by 2x square. So x square into 2x square, 2x power 4 minus 2 into 2x square is minus 4x square. We observe that 2x power 4 and 2x power 4 are like terms. 4x square and 3x square are like terms. So when we add or subtract, we like terms one below the other. Now we subtract 2x power 4 minus 2x power 4. Sum of these two terms is 0. Minus 3x cube. Now minus 3x square plus 4x square is x square. 6x minus 2. To find the second term of the quotient, we divide minus 3x cube by x square. We get minus 3x. So we write minus 3x as second term of quotient. Now we multiply divisor and minus 3x. X square into minus 3x is minus 3x cube. Minus 2 into minus 3x is plus 6x. Now we change the sign. Minus 3x cube plus 3x cube. Sum of these two terms is 0. Now x square, 6x minus 6x. Sum of these two terms is 0. Minus 2. Now we divide x square by x square. We get 1. So third term of quotient is plus 1. Now we multiply 1 and x square minus 2, we get x square minus 2 will change signs. X square minus x square, sum of these two terms is 0. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. It means remainder is 0. Since remainder was 0, so we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Now we factorize this. This is a quadratic polynomial, so we can factorize this polynomial by splitting the middle term. So its factor are 2x minus 1 and x minus 1. Now we have to find those values of x for which value of this polynomial is 0. So if we put 2x minus 1, we get x is equal to 1 by 2. It means when we put x equal to half in this polynomial, value of this polynomial will be 0. It means x is equal to half will be 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, if we put x minus 1 equal to 0, we get x is equal to 1, which is 0 of the given polynomial. And when we put x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 equal to 0, we get x is equal to root 2 and minus root 2. These two zeros were given and we have to find the remaining zeros. So remaining two zeros are half and 1. We must remember that degree of the given polynomial is 4. It means this polynomial can have maximum 4 zeros, out of which 2 zeros were given and 2 zeros are half and 1. Now next question. Obtain all other zeros of the polynomial if two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Observe, maximum power of the variable in this polynomial, which is 4. It means degree of the given polynomial is 4. It means given polynomial can have maximum 4 zeros, out of which 2 zeros are given and we have to find remaining 2 zeros. So first of all, we take these 2 zeros. Since root 5 by 3 is 0 of the given polynomial, it means x minus root 5 by 3 is a factor of the given polynomial. Similarly, minus root 5 by 3 is 0 of the polynomial. So x plus root 5 by 3 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now we find the product of these two polynomials. We get x square minus 5 by 3. It means x square minus 5 by 3 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now we divide given polynomial 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 by x square minus 5 by 3. We check whether we have written given polynomial in standard form or not. So powers of x are 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It means dividend is written in standard form. Again, divisor is written in standard form. To find the first term of the quotient, we divide 3x power 4 by x square. We get 3x square. So this is first term of the quotient. Now we multiply divisor and 3x square. We get 3x power 4 minus 5 by 3 into 3x square, we get minus 5 minus 5x square. Okay? Here minus 5x square and 2x square are like terms. Now we subtract 3x power 4 minus 3x power 4. Sum of these two terms is 0. So 6x cube. Now what is sum of minus 2x square and plus 5x square? Sum of these two like polynomials is 3x square minus 10x minus 5. This is in standard form. Now to find the second term of the quotient, we divide 6x cube by x square. We get 6x, which is of positive sign, so we write plus 6x. 6x into x square, 6x cube. 6x into minus 5 by 3 is minus 10x. Okay? Now we change sign. 6x cube minus 6x cube, sum of these two terms is 0. Minus 10x plus 10x, sum of these two terms is 0. So 3x square minus 5x. To find the next term of the quotient, we divide 3x square by x square. We get 3 plus 3. So we write third term of the quotient as plus 3. So 3 into x square, 3x square. 3 into minus 5 by 3, minus 5. Now we change sign and 3x square minus 3x square, sum is 0. Minus 5 plus 5, sum is 0. It means remainder is 0. Since remainder was 0, so we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Now we take 3 common from second factor. So it becomes x square plus 2x plus 1. Now x square plus 2x plus 1 is a quadratic polynomial. So we can factorize by splitting the middle term, or we can write it as x minus x plus 1 whole square. Now we want to find those values of x for which given value of given polynomial is 0. Now x plus 1 whole square means x plus 1 into x plus 1. So when we put value of x equal to minus 1, x plus 1 becomes 0. It means x is equal to minus 1 is 0 of the given polynomial. And if in this polynomial we put x equal to minus 1, given value of given polynomial again becomes 0. It means minus 1 is also 0 of the polynomial. It means this polynomial has two zeros, minus 1 and minus 1, and two zeros root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3 were given. And we observe that degree of the given polynomial is 4. It means this polynomial can have at most 4 zeros. Out of 4, 2 zeros were given and remaining 2 zeros are same. Okay?